Welcome. This will be a step-by-step guide on how to use the Multi-Resolution Modifier. I use the Multi-Res modifier to make the space jockey from the movie Alien. Here's a reference. I know it's not perfect, but it is good enough for my first model using the Multi-Resolution Modifier. So what you will see today is how to make the blockouts, how to unwrap the model, how to add the Multi-Resolution Modifier, how to bake the Normalmap from the Multi-Resolution Modifier, and as last you will see how to bake the Normalmap in Substance Painter so we can use it to texture the space jockey. Make sure to like and subscribe to support me as a beginner, and let's get started. So step 1 is making the model. Make sure you use a lot of references so you get everything perfect. So here's the base. Here's the chair. Then we have the space jockey himself and the gun. So once you made a model, make sure to apply all the scales and all transforms. Then you go into edit mode, select everything, and merge by distance. So everything is ready to go to the next step. So the next step is to shade smooth and add your seams so you can get the UV map. I already did this, so as you can see, I already added the seams. So if you edit your seams everywhere, you can go to UV editing, and as you can see, here's your UV map. I made a small mistake by keeping the base in one piece. I should have made a cut in here so everything would be more optimal and more used. So if you click N, I'm using UV Pack Master 3 to pack everything. Make sure you put your pixel margin on 8, and I'm using a 2K texture size, which is enough for this. And then you click on Pack to get this. After that, you go back to the layouts. You add a material. Just click on this. And if you want the material on everything, just select everything, and then you can click on Copy Material to select it, so everything gets the same material. After this, you have to extract this as an FBX, so I select everything. Export FBX, only the selected objects, and Space Jockey FBX. So now I have my Space Jockey as an FBX. So what you do right now is you have to save this project. You go to Save As and just save it in a map. I call it Space Jockey. What you do then is you save it again, and you call it Space Jockey Multi-Resolution Modifier or Multi-Res. So if you make a mistake in the next step, you can get back to this step and you won't have to start all over again. So now we will go on the Space Jockey Multi-Res file. Here you will add a multi-resolution on everything you made. As you can see, I kept everything separate. So how you add the multi-resolution modifier, you go to add modifier, search, and then you add the multi-resolution modifier. So as you can see, you have three ways to subdivide. The normal subdivide will make everything round. And if you use a simple or linear subdivision, you will keep the hard edges. So let me show you how this works. If you have a cube and you want to add a multi-resolution modifier, if you just subdivide, you see it gets round. But if you add a simple subdivision, I add 3 simple, and then when normal subdivide, you can see it gets the edges. So if you want sharper edges, add a simple, and if you want it round, add a normal subdivision. So you can play with these. So if you added your multi-resolution modifier and you subdivided it, you can go to the Sculpting tab and you can sculpt your detail. I already did this. So let's get back to the layout. If you sculpted everything, I just put the viewport level on 0 because it's much lighter for my PC. But if you want to leave it on, you can leave it on, and you have all your details on your low poly model. So if you're done sculpting, you will have something like this. Looks beautiful, right? All these details on your low poly model. So the next step you want to do is you want to go to the shading tab So in the shading tab, you select everything. You add a image texture. You create a new one, give it a name, space jockey normal. You put everything on 2K, alpha 32-bit. That looks good, so you make a new image. So in the color space, you put it on non-color. So make sure to select your image texture. You go to render, go down to bake. And one important thing is you put your pixel size half on what you used on your UV map. So I use it 8 on my UV map, so I put 4 on my bake. Then you click this, bake from Multires, and then you click bake. So now it's busy baking. Okay. Now you have your space jockey normal, and it should be something like this. If you see this, you have your normal. So now you extract your image here, normal, save as. Make sure to save it as an open EXR and put it on full float and non-color. If you haven't done this earlier, then you save your space jockey normal. So now we're done in Blender, and let's get to Substance Painter. So now we're in Substance Painter. Make a new file. You have to select your FBX file that you saved earlier. Then you go to import baked maps. You add your space jockey normal. Open this. Maybe put this on 2K. Okay. Here we have your space jockey. Then if you go here to texture set settings, you can go down to select normal map. Here we have your normal map. Click on bake mesh maps. You deselect your normal because you have your own normal. And then we can bake it. Normally you should have your detail right here. You can check it on world space normal. Yep, it looks good. We have our normal. So once you have this, you can start texturing and do your own thing. So if you're done, export your textures to put them back in Blender. So now that we're back in Blender, I'm going back to my other one, the one without the multi-resolution. And here I put my textures on. And here we have it. Our space jockey. Beautiful, right? So this was this video. In my next video, I'll be making a Nuketown house. If you guys know Nuketown from Call of Duty, this will be exciting. I'll be using a special technique, which is trim sheets. So make sure to like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.